I was allowed to sleep in my first morning, but by 10 a.m. we were enjoying a cold breakfast of cheese and bread with preserves and Ranka's frozen berries. She eats a cup of these every day, year-round. Ever thoughtful, Ranka served tea in garden-themed cups. We would be spending most of the day in Denmark, and along the way, we stopped into Ranka's favorite beach, where we spent a few quiet moments, cementing our online friendship in person. Soon, we were heading north into Denmark. As long as I was this close, I might as well see a bit of another country. Our destination was the Grsten Palace, summer residence of Queen Margrethe and Prince Henrik and extended family, about a half-an-hour drive from Flensburg. Except for the 3 weeks they are in residence, the magnificent palace gardens and bilingual chapel are open to the public.
This is a wedding present for him and the Chinese girl. And they lived here quite a few years until they got divorced again. There's one in front of your apartment. Yes, it's exactly the same.
I don't know. It's gonna be gorgeous, I know that. Grsten Palace lies on the banks of its own small lake. In the middle of the 16th century, the original building, a hunting lodge, was destroyed by fire. It was rebuilt in 1603, only to burn again in 1757. The main building you see was built in 1842. After 3.5 centuries of ownership by Danish royals, Gråsten was taken over by the state, extensively restored, and handed to the royal family in 1935. The 2.5 square miles of palace grounds are often described as a romantic landscape and, I submit, a garden lover's paradise. I could not have visited on a more perfect day. On the way back, I spotted a stark white church with red tile roof and had Thomas stop so I could take a few pictures. Rinkenes Korkeskirke, a parish church in the town of Rinkenes, was closed, so we went around back to discover the Immaculate Cemetery with a view of the countryside. Around 1500, this became an independent church cemetery. Over the following centuries, there were plans to build a church. A massive local community effort ensued in 1930 to build this traditional village church. My one request in Denmark was to stop and have a Danish, but it was Sunday and all the cafes were closed. We stopped into a grocery store with an unusual revolving door, and the bakery was closed. We glanced at the healthy-looking plants on sale before pressing on. My quest for a suite was not in vain, however. as Ranke had a much better idea for afternoon tea.
Hi there!
Back in Flensburg, we stopped into Marien-Café, which boasts the largest teapot collection in the north, with freshly baked pies and cakes and specialty coffees. Over 1,000 teapots adorn the living room-like atmosphere.
I can barely lift it, it's so heavy. I'm gonna need every drop of this to wash that down.
I spotted a Danish-style teapot in the windowsill and fell rather hard for it, but the manager would not entertain an offer to buy it. "None of the collection is for sale," she said. They even have teapots hanging in the toilet. Cozy and homey. This is one sweet spot you don't want to miss. One final stop was what Ranke calls the Olden Place, where the Vikings held council and made the laws. This recreation is carved into the edge of a farm field. One can just imagine the elders sitting around the stones, listening to the leader make proclamations. So this is a recreation.
Stones and you.
But you know it was right here.
It was here, yes.
I need a big stick. I'm going to make the laws of the land. No war. No war. No GMOs. Organic only. I have spoken.
This is a burial site reconstructed from the time of the Vikings, where the chiefs were buried in stone settings shaped like a ship.
What's this?
This is from modern times. Was ist das hier? Is this a Mühlstein? It was used to grinding corn.
Ah, yes, of course.
Not corn. They didn't know corn, the Vikings. They had grains.
A very full day of natural and human-made beauty was completed with a simple German meal of peppers, cheeses, and bread, after which I was returned to my apartment by the water for a good night's rest.